Good morning, everyone. We're super excited about our podcast, Love Yourself Enough to Care. I'm going to be going more in depth regarding this topic, but I just want to share my heart on something. It is important that we protect our children, that as parents, we protect our children, that we use wisdom and discernment on the access that we give to our children. As a parent, as a father, there have been past times, especially with my daughter, Esme, where I learned the hard way. So I'm not talking to you from what I read or what I heard. I'm talking to you from experience. One of the things that I've learned, and like I said, I'm going to share more of this later in a future episode. One of the things that's always interested me, especially in our community, especially in the Black family and the African American community, always interested me in how people feel that just because they're related to you, that means that that they have access to your children. What do I mean by that? That, sometimes people feel like, well, because we're family or because we're related, that, I should have access to your kids. And there's been cases and times where we may, you may tell your kids, well, hey, this is your aunt so-and-so, your uncle so-and-so, your grandpa so-and-so. And so there's been times where where the generations before us maybe has forced that upon us or passed that down to us. So we're passing it down to our children. Let me just help you today and encourage you. If a family member is exhibiting toxic behavior of whatever kind, it doesn't matter if we're family. If that person is exhibiting toxic behavior, they don't need to be around your children. They don't need to have access to your children. And it doesn't matter who it is. If it's siblings, if it's aunts, if it's uncles, if it's grandparents, whoever the individual is, if they are exhibiting any type of toxic, narcissistic behavior, they don't need to have access to you or your children. And I know sometimes that can come off as harsh, but it is the truth. I'm tired of people, especially in our communities, in our families, trying to, flex just because, well, I'm the grandparent, I'm this. Okay, yeah, you're the grandparent. Yeah, you're the aunt. Yeah, you're the uncle. Yeah, you're the godparent. That don't mean nothing. Your title or your function or your authority does not mean anything. If and let me say this, it also goes for the parents. If the parents are exhibiting a toxic behavior or exhibiting things to their children that are not helping them, that can hinder him, then they don't need access to the kids. No, because you are exhibiting behavior that's not beneficial, that's not helping them. And so we want to make sure that we protect our kids, we protect our children from toxic behavior so that it does not become a repeating cycle. It becomes a repeating cycle, year after year, time after time, from generation to generation, because we don't hold those accountable for their actions and for their behavior. So that's why it becomes a repeated cycle. But when you see it and you identify it, you have a mind to break those generational curses, those generational sins off, because enough is enough. So I just want to encourage us. It doesn't matter who it is. You know, if they are exhibiting toxic behavior, if they're exhibiting narcissistic behavior, right? And it's not helping you as the parent, it's not helping your child, then they don't need access to your child. They don't need that. You know, we have to have boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to tell people, no, not right now, maybe later. It's okay to do that. I don't know why in the Black family, you know, people feel like they're entitled, or because they hold a certain position in the family structure, that you know, no, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. I'm sorry. It don't work that way. If you are exhibiting behavior that's toxic and narcissistic, and that can hinder, and that it can hinder your child, they don't need to be around you, and they don't need to be around your children. And it's not you being mean. It's not you being crazy. It's not you being disrespectful. It is you having boundaries, and it's you using wisdom. Because again, as parents, we are to protect our children. We are to raise our children up in a way so that they know right from wrong, but that they also know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So I hope this video helps you, and may the Lord bless and keep you.